Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So today I wanted to show you my haul, and while I'm looking at it, it doesn't really look that big a haul today. It looks quite small, but I'm sure when we go through it and I show you my price cost analysis and you realise for the little I've spent and how much I've saved because of what the supermarkets would have charged me for it, you'll realise it's not such a small haul after all. Okay, so let me start. I've done the item of which I purchased, the price in which I've paid, the price it would have cost me in the supermarket is what I call the value. And if I can just untangle my glasses, bear with me. As you know, we don't edit, so these things will happen along the way. And I also do how much I've saved by buying it in the food initiatives the way that we do. If you're new to the channel, every time I shop at food initiatives. We very rarely use the supermarket unless it's something we specifically need that we cannot buy at the supermarket, such as butter and coffee on a regular basis. So let me begin. The first item I managed to get today was a whole tray of the not cherry tomatoes. They're quite a decent sized tomato. So the cocktail tomatoes on the vine. That one seems to have one short, but the rest of them all have 10 per pack. And the 16 packs. Now I've paid just £2, excuse me, for this tray today. And when I checked it out in the supermarkets, it would have actually cost me £2 per pack. So the 16 packs, and this would have cost me £32, which is a whole dramatic saving of £30. £30 on one item. Absolutely amazing. So I've already pre-canned tomatoes. I've already got a store of sun-dried tomatoes and other tomato-based products, so I will be looking to see what's missing and to see what else I can turn these tomatoes in. So please, if you have any suggestions other than the ones I've just mentioned, please feel free to add it into the comments and give me some tips and advice and some ideas of what I can do next, because I'm sure there'll be more of these available before the season runs out. To make a dramatic savings of £30 on one product is absolutely fabulous. And there were tons and tons of these trays. Whilst I was there, I saw very few people purchasing them. I tried to advise Carol and another friend Claire, but unfortunately they don't have the freezer space to even simmer them down and put them in Ziplocs, etc. So yeah, I'm so pleased to say that I can can them, I can dehydrate them, and somewhere along the line, if I had to freeze them, I'd find some freezer space. So an amazing find today, and I'm thoroughly happy with that. So as I say, cost me £2, could have cost 32, a big saving of £30. The second item is a box of, they're called Lost the Pot noodles, and they're basically super noodles. Pot noodles, yeah. And the flavour of these ones are all chip shop curry. I bought one of these about a month ago, and I got barbecue flavour. Mr. Wallflowers, Oscar and my other son Crawford absolutely love these noodles, and I thought for £2 for a whole box of 16 packs, I just thought it was an amazing investment. And they do like this flavour too, so I picked up that box. As I say, I paid £2 for that box. Would I have bought that amount in the supermarket, it would have come to £8. So a massive saving again of £6. So just in those two items, it's a £36 savings, which is a hell of a lot more than I've spent today. Next item is it's a 12 large free-range eggs. Absolutely wonderful. Trying to open with one hand. Absolutely beautiful eggs. I'm quite fortunate at the moment. I do already have quite a few eggs. So we're looking at possibly making some real lemon curd. We did make a vegan one. That video is in the backlog if you wish to go and watch it. But we're looking at making some non-vegan excuse me, non-vegan lemon curd, so we're going to use the eggs for that. So I paid £1 for 12 large free-range eggs. They would have cost me £2.69 in the supermarket, which is a saving of £1.69. The next item is Dove antiperspirant. You can see it's a 3 count, so that's cost me £1.26 today. Would have been £1.75 in the supermarket, which is a 49p saving. Absolutely amazing. Next item is a Warburton's loaf, absolutely free of charge. Would have been £1.40 in the shops. Massive saving of £1.40. Again, the muffins were totally free. We like these oven muffins. They would have been 65p in the shops. I got them for free. Absolutely wonderful. Pack of nibbles. Mr. Wallflowers loves these nibbles. He dips them in this hummus or he just eats them by himself. I pay 50p for those. A yellow sticker is 50p. They would be £1.25 in the supermarket, so a 75p saving. Pack of pastries. Oscar just came and he said, "Mum, I think that one's mouldy in the corner," but it happened to be in a tray with some blue icing on some cake. So if you think the same as he did, it's actually some blue icing off a cake it was next to. Those pastries I got absolutely free. Would have cost me £1.80, £1.80 saving. I keep picking up these small jars of peanut butter. So I'd say that's approximately half a jar for 25p. So, you know, 2 jars equal a full jar, which would equal 50p. So I've paid 25p for this. Half a jar of normal peanut butter would cost 75p. Would cost 70p, sorry, which is a 45p saving. So if I'm saving 45p, and if someone takes the spoon to it and eats it, they're only eating half a jar at a time rather than a full jar.
No one's going to do that.
I can't just blame Oscar because I do it myself. So yeah, maybe it'll be better for our health if we just buy the smaller jars.
Buy smaller spoons.
Smaller spoon is what we do anyway. It's delicious. We picked up some halloumi. Oscar keeps asking for halloumi. And he's asked, can we make some cheese sticks with them and different things. So halloumi fries. So as you can see, it's a 3 count, so that's cost me £1.26. You can see it's a Marks and Spencer's product. I've paid £1.26 for that. It would have cost £2.50 in the supermarket, which is a £1.24 saving. That could even go in the freezer. The date on it is the 22nd of March 25. So absolutely amazing. Mini cheddars. Again, Mr. Wallflowers will probably take these along to work for snacks as he's driving. So I think that's a 6-pack. Yeah. 42p I've paid for that pack. Should have been £1.75, which is a £1.33 saving. Smile, smile, smile. Not something I would personally eat myself, the next product. It's 4 meatless farm peppered steak slices. And my 2 sons absolutely enjoy these. They see no problem with them. I personally wouldn't eat it, although I do like a real steak slice. But they're happy with them. And I get 4 of those, classed as one item, and I get the 4 slices. So for all 4 of them, it's cost me 42p, which is 10.5p each. It would have cost me £1.50 each to purchase these. So that would be £6, which gives me a £5.58 saving. Fabulous, fabulous. The flan bases, you've seen me buy these before. And we like to do the summer fruits with it, put a gel in. So I've paid 42 pence for the flan base. Would have cost me £2 in the supermarket. So it's a £1.58 saving. And again, the date on them are quite stretching. Oh, this one isn't. I think the ones I bought previous are 25. These ones are July 24. So I'll put that to the front and that one will be used first. A air freshener. Now, this one can either be used in the bathroom or it can be used in Oscar's bedroom. Boys. So I've actually purchased this for £1 today. Would have cost me £3.38 in the supermarket, which is a £2.38 saving, and it really smells nice. It smells nice. I'm not a big air freshener person. I'd rather burn a candle, use a cleaning agent, open the windows, etc. But I thought it was time for a little bit of air freshener. I picked this one up. At first, as I was looking at it, I expected it to be a flavoured juice of some sort. And as I read the wrapper, it's Johnson's Bedtime Bath. And we like these kind of scents. It's a lavender. We like these kind of scents, and it's a refill pack. So what I've decided to do is to use it as a hand wash. Just for the amazing scent of it. So I'll have some in the kitchen, I'll have some in the bathroom, and I'll use it as a refill to fill my hand wash bottles. And I'm quite looking forward to having that extra smell when I wash my hands. So yeah, that's what I'm going to use that for. I've paid 42 pence for that, and it would have cost me £5.40 in the shops, which is a £4.98 savings. A jar of cocktail olives. We love our olives. I'm not sure if they're stuffed. I think some of them are stuffed. And it's a mix. So there's garlic in, there's a few sun-dried tomatoes in, peppercorns in, and they will be delicious. So it's a 2-item product, so that's cost me 84 pence. It would have cost me £3.70 in the shops, which is a £2.86 saving. I haven't been able to see any sea bass cheap enough to purchase lately, and this one was battered bass strips. And I thought, okay, I'll give that a whirl. So I've purchased that for £1.99 today. It's a weight of 500 grams. It would have cost me £3.75 in the supermarket, which is a £1.76 savings. We love our bass. We love any type of bass, and we will thoroughly enjoy those. Bought a nice big tray of donuts. But as you can tell, there's 4 missing. Maybe you can't count, but there's 4 missing. I've paid £1 for a whole tray of donuts. They would have cost me £3, so it's a £2 saving. We had a cup of coffee, and Oscar and I had 2 each earlier, and they were delicious. I also bought, and I haven't lifted them out the freezer yet. I put them in the freezer as soon as I came home to make sure they were ready, because we're having really good weather here. Now these are Marvel Avengers lolly ices. You probably can't see it too well because it's covered in ice. I will empty them out and put them in a Ziploc now that they're open, because Oscar's helped herself to one. And I found it quite difficult to find a price on the internet for them. Now I paid £1.25 for these 6 lolly ices. And when I eventually found a price, they were £4.96 just for 6 lolly ices because of the Marvel Avengers title on them. So, which is again a £3.70 savings. And he came down, he said it was lovely, he really enjoyed it. I'm not sure, I think that first one is totally melted. That's what they look like, and he's totally enjoyed it. I personally wouldn't pay £5 for a box of lolly ices, but hey, he's enjoyed them, and they've only cost me £1.
We paid £4 for the lolly ice. each, didn't we?
We did one day, but we'd gone for a walk. Where'd we gone?
Ingleton Waterfalls.
We went out for a day at Ingleton Waterfalls. Beautiful day, but it was a very, very long walk. We paced ourselves, we took our time, and a lot of it was uphill. And it was a very, very hot day. Our water had run out. Our resources that we'd taken with us.
It took us 4 hours to walk.
It took us 4 hours with rests in between. And eventually we found a ice cream van at the end of the trail.
It was at the top, wasn't it?
And we were gasping. We were absolutely desperate for refreshment, and we paid £4 each for a lolly ice. Well, it was actually a push-up, wasn't it?
Calypso.
It was the best push-up ice lolly we've ever eaten in our lives. Absolutely delicious, ice cold. We'd more than earned it, hadn't we? So £8 on 2 lolly ices, yeah, absolute fortune. That's not very frugal, is it? But we deserved the treat. And luckily enough, we had the cash, so it was okay. Anyway, back to the haul. So as I say, it might not look a lot here today, but there's 16 packs of noodles, there's 16 packs of tomatoes, and everything else here you can see. So, put my glasses back on. I've actually paid today a total of £16, 3 pence. Had I bought all of this in a supermarket today, it would have cost me £86, 68 pence. Now it's crazy to look, but as I say, there are 16 of each of these. 12 donuts were in the pack. And everything else you see. So it's a grand saving of £17.64.
No.
£70.64. £70.64. Absolutely amazing. So, as I say, if you can help out with any different recipes to use for these tomatoes, to preserve them, to store them for future use, and the more the merrier, because as I say, I'm sure I'll be able to get even more of those. We're looking with the eggs to bring you a lemon curd recipe, including eggs. And we're also looking at a recipe Mr. Wallflowers wants to make, and it's called tonkatsu. What's the other name you normally call it? Katsu sauce.
Yeah.
Katsu sauce. Now, I bought a bottle from the Food Initiative, must be over 12 months ago now, and it was like a gallon bottle. And I bought it for £1 merely just to try it was available, and he took to the flavour straight away. He really enjoyed it. And we've since purchased a small bottle from the Food Initiative for 42 pence. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's gone again. And he was looking in the supermarket for the prices, and it was £4.99. Was it £4.99?
£7.99.
Oh, £7.99 just for the small individual bottle. So we're going to actually try and make it ourselves, and hopefully he gets the recipe right and he enjoys it, and we can make it ourselves for a fraction of the cost. So the future videos to come, so we're going to make you the lemon curd and the katsu sauce, and any recipes that come from these tomatoes. Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for more videos coming. Hope you enjoy the haul today as much as we enjoy showing you, and thank you for coming. Take care, we'll see you soon, and please remember you're loved. Bye bye.